tax talk. We have from Willis and Jurasek, CPAs and consultants, client services rep, Gina Tursich, and accountant Brandon Fisher. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, good to be here, Bart.
Yeah, and it's a really busy time for you guys, so I appreciate you taking time.
Of course.
Yeah, it's crunch time. We've got for 3 weeks maybe?
Yeah, 3 weeks,
Yeah.
just about that.
Brandon, how long have you been with Willis and Jurasek?
I've been with them about 2 years now. I interned with them my senior year of college, and then I was lucky enough to get an offer right out of college and just interned my final semester through there and just started right after graduation.
Awesome. And where'd you go to college?
I went to Albion College.
And you're still getting educated. You're in the process of your CPA exam.
I am. So not much free time outside of work.
It's a grueling path to becoming a CPA. Good luck.
Thank you.
And Gina, how long have you been with Willis and Jurasek?
I've been with Willis and Jurasek a little over a year now. So I had a different career in banking, and then
Banking.
Yep. So and then I switched careers, so now I'm in the client and accounting services department. So I handle anything from payroll taxes to payroll 1099s. We do a little bit of HR, and bookkeeping.
You do a lot of that stuff for us, JTV. We've been Willis and Jurasek clients for nearly 23 years.
Wow.
So I see your name on some things that come through.
Yeah.
You guys are involved in a lot. There's a lot of things you guys, it's just not accounting.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah, so tax season. So the IRS are not giving any COVID relief in terms of the deadlines this year, right?
No. Deadline is April 18th this year because the 15th is on a Saturday. So, and then Emancipation Day is on the 16th, which gives the federal government like the Monday off. So it's Tuesday the 18th now for the deadline.
And what if you live in Massachusetts?
Oh, I'm assuming
It's
the same
Patriot
day.
Day, and you get another day there too.
Oh.
So, what was the most surprising question on the CPA exam?
I'm not allowed to talk about CPAs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you tell, you'd have to kill us.
Yeah.
The first rule of the CPA exam is there is no CPA exam.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so there's some things that people can, hopefully we can save people some money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about health savings account. It's kind of new, isn't it?
It's been around. Like, health savings account is basically like another form of savings account where you can contribute pre-tax to help with like your medical expenses, like your co-pays or dental and stuff like that.
So if somebody, let's say somebody has an expense that's related to health care, but maybe it's borderline, you don't know, like a stop smoking aid, like nicotine gum, would that be eligible?
The IRS has a whole bunch of qualified expenses, and there's like a real fine line, but there is a little wiggle room. IRS gives a little wiggle room in case, like, because they have honest mistakes policy, and if you can provide like clear and convincing information that it was an honest mistake, if you say buy something that's not a qualified expense, then you can put that money back in your HSA account, and then they'll kind of waive it. If you buy something that isn't a qualified expense before the age of 65, you have to pay, it's considered ordinary income, and it's taxed at your taxable rate, and plus you got to pay a 20% penalty on that.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So it's not just, oh, we'll just take that off.
No, there's consequences to it.
What's the difference between HSA and FSA?
And HSA, it has better, I mean, you keep that money, so year after year you can keep building your HSA account. And FSA, you have that year, you use it or you lose it, it's gone. So,
Are there certain thresholds in terms of income or what type of tax form people use in filing, whether they can be eligible for FSA, HSA?
HSA, you have to be at least 18 years of age, and you can't be part of like Medicare or anything like that. There are contribution limits, so if you're single, it's $3,850, and if it's for your family, it's $7,750. And once you hit 55, you can contribute an additional $1,000 per year.
And there are pharmacies that will sign you up so you can be, their frequent customer and get the discount card and all that.
Yeah.
But they'll also track your spendings that are potentially eligible for FSA, right?
Yep. Yep.
And you can trust them?
Yeah,
Well-
it's always best to save your receipts and keep track
Does-
in case if ever get questions too from the insurance.
So we picture people with a shoebox full of receipts. As long as you have them, they don't care if it's in a shoebox or on an Excel spreadsheet. You got the receipts.
Yeah.
As long as like you can prove that what you spent is actually medical expense. If the IRS does happen to come knock on your door one day for an audit, they don't trust what you reported.
And there are people being audited right here in Jackson right now, right? So there are some advantages of an HSA. Are there any disadvantages? Is there any reason to not use that?
Say the only disadvantage is if you go over the contribution limit, you do have to pay a tax. It's up to 6% excise tax on the amount that you go over and a penalty also. That would probably be the only disadvantage. I mean, HSAs are great. They're a great way to save. They're a great way, after you turn 65, you can use them for non-medical expenses. You can keep them for your retirement. It's your money to always continue and have.
So what if an employer says, oh, we're going to give everyone $1,000 for an HSA account? Is that a good thing if you are an employee?
Oh,
Take
yeah.
advantage of that?
Yeah, that's great. That if your employer will contribute, that's great. Most of the time it's employee contributions, but that's wonderful. And even if you did leave or you change your insurance plans or you retire, that money goes with you. So it's always yours.
And as long as you use it for the allowed expenses,
Yeah.
you're good to go.
You're good to go. Anything, braces, co-pays. I mean, it just helps alleviate the stress of unexpected medical costs, especially with high deductibles that most people face.
Yeah, as the insurance rates have risen, the deductibles have as well, and
Yeah.
people can suddenly see a big bill. So someone that's young and healthy, do they even need to think about or worry about?
They're actually the best candidates for an HSA.
Really?
People that don't go to the doctor often, they can contribute to that. And if they do have to go to the doctor, they can use that for their co-pays or to help with just the medical expenses, the prescriptions that they'll face. But they're the best ones to use it. And FSA, that's the difference with the FSA. That's really good. If you are frequently going to the doctor or you continually, you're going to have a prescription each month because you contribute that money and you're going to use it each year, you're not going to lose it. Like with the FSA, you won't lose that money that you put in. But at HSA, it's yours to keep. So
you bank and it's yours.
it's yours. Yeah. So it's great for young people.
Do you have to keep it in there's Roth and IRA and all these different things that you have to be in a certain account.
Yeah, it's in your HSA account, and most of them offer the convenience of a debit card, so you can use it right at the doctor's office. You can go to the pharmacy, and as long as you're buying your prescriptions, you can even use it for over-the-counter medicine. So it's really nice. They're a great product. And then after retirement, you can also use it for everyday expenses after 65. So
Perfect.
yeah,
Everyone should have one.
really, everyone should have them.
And you can start your own, can't you?
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I say it's a great way. It just helps with tax expense at the end of the year, and it's a great way to alleviate some stress.
So we've got state and federal deadline of April 18th. City of Jackson, I think, is end of April. So it's people need to, if they haven't started yet.
Yeah,
need
need to
to.
start getting that information around and getting into your accounts.
And those that need some extra time, there's
There's
extensions.
extensions, yes.
How does that work?
We just basically let the IRS know that's what an extension is. Just e-file an extension, let them know we need an extra couple months to get stuff situated, and most of the time it's approved without any problem.
And I think that's an important point. If someone is still doing the old-fashioned paper and mail for their taxes, what is the best reason, the biggest advantage to e-file versus paper filing?
E-file, it's almost a guarantee that it gets to the IRS. Like with mail nowadays, I know we used to be able to trust mail, but now like you mail something and then like 2 months later, like IRS wouldn't have it or whatnot. And then e-file, like they have an AI system that kind of looks at it before and flags anything. If a real person,
IRS is using artificial intelligence?
yes, I believe they're using some sort of form of that just to flag any red flags that they pick up.
Is there a red flag that you see often? No?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I often wonder, you see that address IRS gives you, post office box, like 10 numbers, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Is anyone ever going to see it?
Mm-hmm.
So e-file, but I would say you get your money back faster too, don't you?
Yes,
You do.
definitely get your money
Mhm.
back faster. Your direct deposit will be there in your account. Where if you get a paper check, who knows how long that'll take to get in the mail.
And it's not too late to get help from these folks
Oh.
at Willis and Jurasek. You've got time available and they just need to call you.
Best
Mhm.
firm in Jackson.
That's right. Well, great to see you both. Thanks for taking time out of your busy tax season to be with us today.
Thanks for having us on.
Yep. Thanks, Bart.
You bet. Come back from Willis and Jurasek with Tax Talk, Brandon Fisher and Gina Tursich. And Brandon will want an update on your CPA.
Oh, I'll
yeah.
be sure
Let
to
us
let
know.
you know.
Okay. All right.
Pressure's
Good,
on.
good luck. We've got lots more